Namaskar students, welcome to our daily Hindu analysis. Let's get started with the analysis of today's newspaper by taking up an article from page number 1 of Daily Edition, which is headlined as China holds military drills, fires missiles near Taiwan. It is related to paper 2 international relations. In this article, we have to know about the genesis of China-Taiwan tensions, what has changed now, implications of the rising tensions for India and way ahead. तो रिसेंटली क्या हुआ है कि चाइनीज मिलिट्री बिगेन अनप्रेसिडेंटेड लाइव फायरिंग ड्रिल्स इन 6 regions surrounding Taiwan. The drills were part of Beijing's response to a recent visit by the US House Speaker to Taiwan. If you want to know more about China-Taiwan tensions, a link is available in the description, right? Our next important headline is Waiting for Democracy in Jammu and Kashmir, available on page number 10, related to paper 2, Polity and Governance section. In this article, we have to know about the Article 370 of the Constitution, rationale behind its abrogation, its implications on the people of Jammu and Kashmir, how far have stated goals met with the success, key analysis, and way forward. So, why is it in the news? It has been 3 years since the President Ramnath Kovind issued a fateful orders that read down Article 370 of the Indian Constitution, allowing the administration to divide the state of Jammu and Kashmir and demote its two new units to union territory status. अगर objectives की बात करें तो it aims to extend the right and benefits of Indian democracy to the people of Jammu and Kashmir. After integration with the Indian economy, its people would prosper. Kashmiri Pandits, who have been internal refugees for over 3 decades, would be able to return, and it also aimed to improve security and eradicate militancy, right? A criticism की बात करें हम तो 3 years later, the promise of democracy seems as far away as it was on August 5, 2019. Several hundreds of those arrested in 2019 are still in jail without trial. Fresh arrest of dissidents and human rights defenders have become routine. The media continues to be muzzled, and few journalists who brave a silent censorship suffer from the vicious circle of repeated arrest that the Supreme Court of India criticized in the case of Muhammad Jobair. Despite the completion of delimitation commission's exercise, legislative assembly elections have still to be announced. Other issues की बात करें तो from being in the top performing states of Indian Union, according to Niti Aayog, Jammu and Kashmir was ranked among the bottom last year. Kashmiri Pandits have once again become targets of militant attack as they were during the 1990s, right? अगर हम फ्यूचर प्रोस्पेक्ट्स की बात करें तो असेंबली इलेक्शंस आर अ फर्स्ट स्टेप विच शुड बी टेकन इमीडिएटली if they could be held under the earlier delimitation and the commission's present report be put to the new assembly for consultation, it would be in the spirit of cooperative federalism, right? अगर हम additional information की बात करें तो article 370 was added to the Indian Constitution on October 17, 1949 as a temporary provision which exempted Jammu and Kashmir and permitting it to draft its own constitution and restricting Indian Parliament's legislative power in the state. Under the article, Constituent Assembly of Jammu and Kashmir was empowered to recommend which article of the Indian Constitution should apply to the state. Article 35A stems from Article 370 and was introduced through a presidential order in 1954 on the recommendations of the Jammu and Kashmir Constituent Assembly. Article 35A की बात करें तो it empowers the Jammu and Kashmir legislature to define the permanent residents of the state and their special rights and privileges. It appears in Appendix 1 of the Constitution, right? Our next important headline is Soap or Welfare Debate, available on page number 10, related to paper 2, Polity and Governance section. In this article, we have to know about the general concerns over freebies, what constitute freebies, know about Supreme Court's recent observations on freebies, right? तो recently क्या हुआ कि Supreme Court suggested setting up a specialized body to examine issues related to freebies. It observed that freebies were distorting the informed decisions of voter. For better understanding of this topic, you can follow the link available in the description, right? Our next important headline is the declining rupee a crisis or an opportunity? Available on page number 11 related to paper 3 economy section. In this article, we have to know what are the consequences of declining rupee. Is it a crisis or an opportunity? Options available for RBI and policy makers, conclusion and way forward. तो हमने what falling rupee means for Indian economy टॉपिक को अपनी वेबसाइट पर बहुत ही शानदार तरीके से कवर किया है. If you want to know more about it, a link is available in the description, right? Our next important headline is CJI proposes Justice U.U. Lalit as a successor. Available on page number 15 related to paper 2 Judiciary section. In this article, we have to know about the appointment to the office of Chief Justice of India. So, according to memorandum of procedure of appointment to the office of Chief Justice of India should be of the senior most judge of the Supreme Court considered fit to hold the office. The process, according to memorandum, begins with the Union Law Minister seeking the recommendation of the outgoing CJI about the next appointment. The minister has to seek CJI's recommendation at the appropriate time. The memorandum does not elaborate or specify a timeline. The memorandum says that after receipt of the recommendation of the Chief Justice of India, Union Minister of Law, Justice and Company Affairs will put up the recommendation to the Prime Minister, who will advise the President in the matter of appointment, right? Our next important headline is Rajya Sabha passes family court bill amid protest over ED actions. Available on page number 15 related to paper 2 Polity and Governance section. In this article, we have to know what are the key features of Family Courts Amendment Bill 2022, its objectives. So recently, Rajya Sabha passed the Family Courts Amendment Bill 2022, which seeks to extend statutory cover to family courts set up in Himachal Pradesh and Nagaland, right? For better understanding, you can follow the link available in the description, right? Our next and last important headline is Iran nuclear talks restart in Vienna with European Union mediation. Available on page number 17 related to paper 2 international relations. So in this article, we have to know about the present status of Iran nuclear deal. What are the obstacles and what is the prospect for success? Recently, representatives from Iran and United States returned to Vienna for a new round of discussions mediated by European Union to revive the 2015 Iran nuclear deal, right? If you want to know more about Iran nuclear deal, a link is available in the description box, right? So that's all we have in today's discussion. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day ahead.